So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Shotgun now for Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Mike, 20. I got you, pump. 72.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Burks over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Throwing on second down. Wilson trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and an AFC touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And that's Elliott, complete. I called it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series, so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Throwing again on second down. Brady, and that's complete. It's Green here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson going to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there and a first down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 12 yards there and a first down. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play action. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Elliott running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me is balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are you going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They go play action with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wilson. Caught by the tight end Ertz. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Wilson to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unset.
And he will score. Touchdown AFC. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game, probably something they need to do more of here losing in the 2nd quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 11 more on that one and another first down. Wilson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Tyler Lockett, 34 yards. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Now it's Ingram, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Brady now on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Wait, that 380! Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, 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 hey!
So we reach halftime of the 2020 Pro Bowl with the AFC on top, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing For the team, they're playing. Angry and mad at their teammates.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you.
First throw now for the backup Breeze. Jones has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Breeze now on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes, his first throw since coming in. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good. And look at this, it's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got it.
And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. The extra point now coming from Myers.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
The first throw now for the backup Mahomes. Green brings it in. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. A.J. Green, 68 yards. And the AFC adds on to their lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now a play fake. Breeze. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Breeze now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and falling incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And able to find Graham, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. A 5-yard touchdown. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So this drive spans 7. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Mahomes now to throw, and he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now here's Mahomes, a screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part. Got him the foot. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, it's Bell. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again with Bell. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Bell. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, They should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the third quarter, they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Breeze able to find the veteran again. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Steven Nelson. 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will have a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so he can work through some of the rough stuff.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick-six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. But so far, solid, and we're still in the third quarter.
There's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
They'll try to make it more here on this drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Breeze to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Breeze now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Play action. Breeze. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Ted Ginn, 47 yards. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score. Visitors, 60.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The AFC offense making their way back out. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down.
Hey, 57, 57. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll run it with Bell. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free. Take it away.
That's caught inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
On second down, Prescott again. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's third down. The numbers for the NFC on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be a short field ahead as the AFC takes over, 1st and 10. All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, it's goal. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. A first throw for the backup, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw is Jackson. He's got Gore. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The numbers for the NFC on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. The connection made. It's Graham. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Prescott to throw it. And this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check three, check three, check three. Check three.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1 yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using...
Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, 55 yards. And the NFC able to make this a bit more respectable.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, What's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team was...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job.
And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open, complete. And touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you throw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that.
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Aaron Donald getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, come on out here. Come on, go. Come on, go.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Jackson flushed out right, and he's going to, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options, because right now, he's hurting them.
Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll run with the Rams' Todd Gurley, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Double this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here's Prescott, and he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Prescott now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Pick, baby, all day. Don't play this way.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a little floater there is incomplete. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Yep. Post game. The last game, All-Star game. For the season, 1920 season. This report is definitely the last superstar and the other player game to next season. No superstars no more for the season. But you will see superstars of the Cleveland Browns, Odell, James Landry, Baker Mayfield, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, Myles Garrett, and all the other good guys, Denzel Ward on defense. Yesterday, Richard Trubisky, Tyreek Cohen, Adam Robinson, Tyler Nagel, Anthony Miller, Trey Burton, Khalil Mack, and all the good guys on defense. Chicago Bears, Cleveland Browns will be the last game coming up next. Pretty much next week. Super Bowl 54 down in the 305 Chicago Bears. Cleveland Browns, Ohio, Illinois, going to Florida for the Super Bowl, Pro Bowl here, I believe Orlando, Infield World Stadium. I believe that's where that's at. Good game. Last year Pro Bowl we had was in the Florida 305. They lost the stadium, but this year, yeah, you see it. Yeah, Orlando. It was a good game. scoring, defensive, coming in clutch game type of game. I had to, watch the game in 2 clips, change the name so you know it's real people. But then I had players because it seemed like and the reason I let those players rock because I guess those players are, that was the best. That was the first string. So first strings always go. First strings don't always end it off, as you see Lamar, Dak Prescott ended it off. Future is near, guys. So let's have some fun throughout the season. Super Bowl next week, and as this is in January happening, we here in March. So everything that took part, stay safe, stay home, everything good, stay clean. Hey. Oh yeah, remember NFC was Rose. Rose did her thing. She had one quarter where she tied it, and then the other quarters I kind of took over, and that's the reason why. But yeah, shout out to Drew Brees for that one. Drew Brees helped her out. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gone. This man one signing out. Been another Pro Bowl. Boom. And this is the first Pro Bowl showcase. And maybe a new competitor next year because I blew out Road this year, so maybe a new one next year. Definitely we gotta make sure that probably, but this year, yeah, real life MVP Lamar Jackson, all world MVP Russell Wilson, last year MVP Tom Brady, and our year this year Russell Wilson was going out in the first half. So last year an all world Tom Brady MVP, this year all-world MVP Russell Wilson went at it in the first half. Then we had Drew Brees and then Lamar Jackson with Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes. But yeah, man, like that, I'm gone. It's been a nice postseason. Pro Bowl is nice. Everything's nice.